So we're back again, y'all. I promise you I'm not rushing these. When I finished them relatively quickly after, that's because I essentially planned out starting from the Hitmons. I was traveling and stuff after moving and stuff, so I kind of just planned out a shit. This is kind of loud. Hold on. Better. I ended up actually I could put it a little bit louder. I'll just try to ignore it. Hopefully you guys can hear it okay. I ended up planning out a bunch of stuff is the point. So I ended up taking a bunch of notes for all the mons and like for all the mons up until Jinx, just to see what I wanted to do for them while I was like traveling and whatnot. So I already had planned out like the general idea of what I wanted to do for Seaking, so I didn't rush them. I promise. That being said, they were very unremarkable, just bad, not good, weak, boring, unremarkable, and now they are much more unique and much better, despite technically not getting any new abilities. Technically, excuse me. So they had Lightning Rod by hidden ability, which is because of their dumb little horn, and then they have Swift Swim. They had Swift Swim. But there's far less Swift Swim competition. In fact, I believe they're the only fully evolved water types with Swift Swim. I am almost 100% positive they will be the only fully evolved water types with Swim, so that's a good niche. Pure water type is great, one of the best defensive types in the game, only 2 weaknesses, and one of those weaknesses is entirely negated with Lightning Rod, which is just really useful. So not only does Lightning Rod completely negate your electric immunity, electric weakness, so you're only left with the 2 items weakness to grass, which is arguably better than being water ground because you get a 4 times weakness to grass. So not only do you have that, right, but you also got other really good shit, like just overall much better stats, and the fact that you can use those with Swift Swim and your new buffed move pool is really awesome. They're just very good, solid, good Pokemon. Much bulkier as well as a whole, despite losing HP. So, oh wait, this is wrong math. Is that the correct math? Hold on, I may have goofed. Seaking. Yeah, that's 525, not 515. I also didn't do the plussing for Seaking correctly. That's plus 75, yeah. Much better. Alright, so I forgot to do that. But, yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit, music is, I gotta turn it down a little bit, man. It's distracting me a little bit too much. Good to be mixed though. I haven't listened to these. I've been starting to just, put like random fitting music in the background that like fits the Mons vibe. Then here, I just put water route surfing themes because they're goldfish and shit, koi fish, whatever. So I want to address some odd things that people might look and be like, what the fuck, why does it get that? Dragon Dance. Yeah, it's weird, but honestly, I see it purely because if I look at the list of actual Dragon Dance Pokemon, I know I spelled it wrong, but it's gonna autocorrect. Okay, there you go. The actual ones that get it by egg move are a couple of weirdos. So the weirdest ones are, where are they? So Barboach and Wishcash and Corphish and Crawdon, and I guess also Milotic is kind of weird, although that one I can kind of forgive because it's technically in a dragon egg group, blah blah blah, I get it. So I guess technically Milotic is okay, but those two are especially just the weirder ones that get it, and there's also other weird ones, but mostly those two. And yeah, sure, 2 oddities shouldn't be enough to just for me to give it to every fish Pokemon. That's ridiculous. But the thing is, specifically with Seaking, so it says Mystic Dance, Mystical Dance, Mystic Powerful Dance. So I think that really fits Seaking because they're known for being like beautiful, mystic, and koi fish. So the main reason that Whiscash, for example, got it, and I don't know, I'm not so sure about Crawdon, but I know for a fact the reason Whiscash gets it is because of some type of like Japanese lore or myth or something like that. And yeah, despite saying the goldfish Pokemon, actually they are koi as well. They're koi fish, and okay, I guess I don't know. Koi fish are mythical in Japanese culture, I believe, or at the very least they are mystic. Like they're kind of seen as like a high status thing. I am not an expert in Japanese culture, so please correct me, but I know that they are at least somewhat mystic, and so that logic I think I can use to apply and get them Dragon Dance. Again, I think it fits the same level as Whiscash and all the other, and Crawdon. If anything, I'd say it fits more than those two. I don't know. I think it fits pretty well with the Mystic Dance aspect of it. And the most important reason I give it to them is just for a buff, because they, despite having, excuse me, much better stats and great move pool and all that stuff, and those great abilities, they still need a little bit of extra oomph, and for the grand scheme of the heck, I'm not stupid. So I know giving them stuff like DD and SD, Calm Mind, which is also a kind of reach, but again, it's same logic, the Mystic type logic, being koi fish and whatnot. I think it fits well enough, and it's really good on them. And you also get Z Camouflage, and Z Camouflage will change your type as well as give you +1 to all your stats. Can this load? Thank you. It's not as amazing as you. I might get them Reflect type instead because you can control that. No, actually, Camouflage is cool because you could do it with under terrain. So for example, you could do like, I don't know, maybe I should get the Nature Power to combine with this for special sets and be really cool under terrain. Because otherwise you're only just going to be able to use like Zen Headbutt under Psychic Terrain, I guess. And then what other terrain types do they get for coverage? No electric moves, no... What is this remix? I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling that. It's not great. Sorry. Alright, sorry, what was I just saying that distracted me? Yeah, terrain moves. Psychic terrains that have, but that's it, I think. There's like grass, electric, psychic. Those are the only ones that boost moves, and they don't get grass or electric moves. So yeah, literally just Zen Headbutt. So I will add on a natural gift literally right now, nature power right now, for that reason almost exclusively. Although I do think it fits fine. Let me throw on nature power there, because that will turn into like Thunderbolt or Energy Ball in terrain. So that's great, very good. With the Camouflage, and also just to have in general's coverage. Also, it gives you other really good moves, so it's good. And then I have to add another move to make this symmetrical. Well, I don't have to, but I want to. So in fact, that should not go here. But no, it should. Yeah, it goes after. This is Totem Lorantis, so that's when this goes. And then I will actually, I put this in the wrong spot because I'm dumb. That should actually go here. And then I put Outrage on the bottom, which is something I was thinking we're giving them anyways, but I just didn't have the space, I guess. Just Outrage on there. Outrage. Sorry guys, I know I shouldn't be doing this live, but I kind of just realized like, oh crap. And that's not because I rushed him, that's just a really small detail. Because I was already thinking about Reflect type, and I never really actually said it out loud as to the differences between the two. Because both are controllable, so. And I would say overall, Camouflage might be slightly better because you could control it with terrains, and also the terrains are DMs, and also lots more Pokemon have the abilities, so it's pretty cool. It's a niche thing. I mean, you're probably just gonna be clicking DD or SD if you want to set up, or just use Rain Dance, self-set Rain Dance. Those are all great. Or other moves that boost your stats, but it's still nice to have that as an option. I might actually move it earlier. I might move it like level. I am gonna move. I know. I promise you guys I didn't rush him. I'm just, as I'm saying this out loud, I'm realizing like, okay, there might benefit from having this earlier. I don't think an Omnibus move is going to break them at all early. At level 52, that's not early. This will be fine. Camouflage, and then 60. Here is what I'll do. Hold on. So we 56, 57, and then 60. And then I can get rid of this and put this at... Yeah, that works out better. Alright, I will update that in the files. I'll do it right now just so I don't forget, because I might forget otherwise. But yeah, they get a lot of great coverage now. I mean, that was another big issue they had. But so stat wise, I made them mix attackers for the same mystic reason. Also just because they're fucking water fish, they can be special attackers. It's fine. I feel like they give vibes of having good special defense just based on their like kind of mystic, beautiful, pretty appearance. I think that works too. And I dropped their HP just because HP is based on size. And these guys, I mean, they're kind of fat and chunky. Like I could see 70 or 75 HP, but I think 65 is fine. And that lets me put more stats on other things because I'm not going to make them a 550 base stat total. That just doesn't fit, in my opinion. And I think they need all the other stats. The only other thing I could do would be like 70 bulk and 90 specials, but I think this is better for them overall. So that's really cool. And a really good attack stat because, I mean, it's not groundbreaking, but you know, they got stuff here like, oh, they've seen powerfully swimming up rivers and creeks. They carve out boulders using the horns. They protect their eggs with their life. They... Oh, here's the stuff like courtship dances and stuff. So that's another reason I think Dragon Dance and other dances, Swords Dance and stuff works. Not that, I mean, Swords Dance fits fine in general. Did I give them Drill Peck or did I end up taking it out? I ended up taking out Drill Peck, but I thought Drill Peck would work, but they get Drill Run and Drill Peck is exclusively mostly on, I don't know, it just felt kind of weird. Despite getting Peck, but Peck is weird. The logic for Peck is fucking dumb. I was looking it up. That should be level 1. I was looking it up and it was like, what the fuck? I know that like tons of because Peck is, it's not even like it's a Japanese name thing. It's not like it's Jab or anything in Japanese. It's still Peck. but I guess they were more strict with who gets Joe Peck than Peck. But regardless, yeah, beautiful colors and all that stuff, which is why they gave them camouflage. And yeah, they just get cool stuff. Again, camouflage because they I know they're not camouflaging, but they're changing their colors. I guess reflect that could work too, but it's fine. And that is just a really useful move, like I said, with nature power. The camouflage and nature power is very great. And you can even use it with lightning rod if you wanted to. I don't know how. I mean, it's not that great, but swift swim maybe you could turn it to like an electric. I don't know. It's niche, but it's good. And Omni Boost in general is good because you'll become really bulky. And like I said, with their stats, you got 112 attack now because of their dex entries and stuff. Talking about hauling out rocks, drills, and all that crap. And that's pretty good, man. It's good. They get a lot more stuff. Sorry, they hit a lot harder now. They have good coverage on both sides. Not anything groundbreaking compared to other mons, but they got enough. They got what they need, for sure. I wanted to change something else with their level up. So what was I gonna? Oh, the 52 camouflage and stuff. Yeah. So 52 is camouflage. 54. Sorry, guys. I shouldn't be doing this live, but just want to get this over with. 57. Not get them over with. Just, you know what I mean. I actually like Seaking. They're pretty pleasant. I mean, it's a Gen 1 fucker. Also, why does the global link art so ugly for Goldine? I think they're inoffensive at worst. I think they're kind of boring, but I don't know. Something about I think they're pretty elegant looking. Yeah, they are just a koi fish with little teeth and a horn, but hey, man, sometimes that's all you need, you know? Fuck yes. Oh god, that's so corny. I'm not gonna put that meme in, but yeah, they are much better now. Despite being physically frail, relatively speaking, they can take a lot of special hits. They can use Assault Vest if you want to. They can really take advantage of. So one of the main benefits is so Lightning Rod, like I said, you get a +1 special attack boost, so that's great. So you can like switch your Seaking in on a electric type. And another thing is the AI sometimes, depending on what they are, might be too stupid to see that you have Lightning Rod and they'll click it anyways. Don't quote me on that. Sometimes the AI is smarter, but sometimes it can be weird and click the electric move on your Goldine or Seaking just because it doesn't see the ground. There's no ground typing there. Versus the water grounds, they don't click it. So that's another advantage. And another advantage is not only are you immune, but you're also getting a boost. You know, so you're getting a +1 special attack. So, excuse me, Goldine and Seaking, despite having lower special attack stats by a good amount on Seaking, but still really good mix, and then a very minor amount on Goldine, you're really taking advantage of your special attack stat with Lightning Rod, which is really useful. And also your special move pool, I wouldn't say it's better, but you have solid moves like ice coverage, ground coverage. Big one is ground coverage because you only have the row run on the physical side, which is a good move. Don't get me wrong, row run's great, but you know, you got Mud Fling and the really powerful version of Mud Bomb there physically. And then you have otherwise pretty equal coverage, maybe a little bit better on the physical side because you have like Zen Headbutt and crap, what else? Dark moves as well. But otherwise, you have bug on both sides. You have fighting on both sides. You have rock on the physical side only. You have better ground on the special side. You have ice on the special side and no ice on the physical side. I considered giving them Ice Fang and shit, but I mean, yeah, they have teeth, but like, it feels fucking cursed, man. I'm not gonna lie. And then I also was like, I went down the rabbit hole of, oh, if I give them Ice Fang, then maybe I should give them Poison Fang and Psychic Fang because they get Poison Jab and Hip, and it's just a whole rabbit hole I didn't feel like going down. So, oh, and also physically they get bounce, so the bounce is pretty cool there too. You can also do some cool little strategies like Smart Strike into stuff like Mega Horn and Surging Strikes because they're inaccurate, so you can use Smart Strike and the accuracy boost and then kill shit after. Also same thing with Dive, but that's 2 turns. Bleh. I'd rather choose Liquidation personally. But it doesn't make it bad or anything. It's good. I would just say Dive is better on like Hustle Pokemon or something. I wouldn't really care enough about 10% accuracy to lose the 5 power and have to use 2 turns. But Dive is good for the first island, of course. So you get Liquidation. Yeah, they got good flying coverage with Bounce and Fury Pex, and also Peck early game. Fury Pex is good, just in time for Hala, so that'll be nice. I did it on purpose. Reliable recovery, like I said, you got Skull Bash, which is decent. You got Bubble Burst early. So another thing is I gave them strong moves earlier than other mons because they're not weak. They're strong. Do not get me wrong. Like 112, 95 with Swift Swim is strong, but I just wanted to give them a little extra oomph, make sure people don't think they're underwhelming or anything. So Bubble Burst there really early, 110, 105 base power. Always gives -1 speed. You got Mud Bump for coverage, Z Camouflage, Head Smash for coverage, and you got all the strong water moves. And then a funny Horn Drill. Actually, let me throw them on the signatures. So they are not that great anymore. If anything, I would say it's more of a meme. It's literally just a free KO on one Mon. It's one Pokemon. In competitive, that would be absolutely ridiculous. In game, it's not that crazy. You could have probably just Z moved it or something and killed it anyways. But again, it's still very useful, especially for specific Mons and specific fights in the league and post game. You can one-hit KO like big threats. Like for example, Rainbow Rocket has like a bunch of Box Legends that are really strong now. You could just Horn Drill one of them. It'd be kind of funny. In the rain too, super fast. It'd be pretty funny. You just get one use of that. So one hit KO moves, one time use. Actually, let me put you here. It's better. Yeah. So, like I said, 95 special attack with lightning rods really useful. 112. So another thing is 93 speed. That's very fast under Swift Swim, extremely fast actually. So with max speed, you are outspitting everything. But with 0 speed investment and a neutral nature, and just 31 IVs, 93 speed, you are hitting 444 speed, man. That is insane. Let's just do that. So 444. When you max that out, oh my god, what the hell just happened? 31. You are hitting. I am off today, man. You are hitting 152 or 153 speed. Super fast. I have to update the list of speed tiers I've been having in my personal notes just to eventually, when I'm done with all the Mon changes, I can make a giant cheat sheet type thing with speed tiers on it just for people to see. Not counting speed, obviously, but if I looked at that, obviously Seaking wouldn't be there. It'd be based off its normal speed, which is still good on its own. It's a good speed set. Actually, outspeeds a lot of base 90s and 91s and 92s, which there is relatively common. Pretty common actually, especially base 90. Base 90 is common now. Not that it's slow or rad, but it is a bit crowded as a speed tier, so base speed 93 is really nice. And yeah, like I said, super fast with 0 investment. You can run like max Spadef, max attack, Swift Swim, or something, or you could even run max defense if you really wanted to get a little bit more out of your below average defense stat. And then you have other really cool stuff too. And you can also run setup in the rain, so you can run like a Drizzlemon with SD on your Seaking. That's really good. Or you can just run flat Dragon Dance alone. And again, Lightning Rod is great. I mean, I can't understate how useful it is to literally only be weak to grass only 2 times. That is great. It's great. It's a great Mon. It evolves early. That's not me saying, oh, you only use the early game, because it has use. Trust me, especially if you're doing like a hardcore Nuzlocke or you're a team locked. I think that's another reason I'm encouraging team locked, because it really encourages you to get the most out of your Mons until they eventually maybe rely. I think it's really fun to do team locked, because then you can just, oh crap, I got a Goldeen and I'm actually going to use it for Marowak or something or whatever, and now it's on my team and I'll sweep, not sweep Olivia, but I'll get a bunch of kills on Olivia's team with it, and it's really putting in work and it's really fun Mon to use. And then next thing you know, it makes it to fucking Pony Island, and now you're using late game Seaking that you normally wouldn't use if you're just picking whatever Mons you want to use. So I recommend, if you're already doing a hardcore Nuzlocke, to do a team locked one, or to consider it. But if you're just fucking playing for fun or just throwing on Mons that you want to use, I mean, that's totally valid, and I totally respect that. And that's fun too. I mean, shit, it's so much cool shit. You could just pick your favorites and use those, or pick ones that you like a lot, but that sucked. You could totally use those and use those the whole game if you really wanted to, or swap your team out every once in a while, whatever you want to do. More power to you. But I think I covered just about everything for them. Not super lengthy, and that's not because they're rushed or because they're underwhelming or anything, just because they're pretty straightforward. Just solid, fast, strong mixed attackers with very good defensive utility and solid coverage and good setup moves. That's really all there is to them. Very useful, very cool, very fun, and definitely a billion times better than they were before. So don't sleep on Seaking, y'all. Thanks.